as many times, bro, as we're given an opportunity, you need to give an opportunity to yourself, right? And so I say this because too many times it may seem like, you know what? Actually, let's talk a lot about it like this. Yesterday, my shit just got towed. My car just got towed, right? And it made me think about something, right? You ever seen something that you want, something that you had, or something, just something that you want had, you know what I'm saying? And so say that thing that you wanted, right? Watch it. Imagine that same thing leaving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your goals, your dreams, it's just leaving. It's just being dragged away right in front of your face, right? And so you see the thing that you want, the very thing that you're trying, the very thing that, you know what, you wake up for, the very thing that you spend time dreaming and pondering and thinking about. You see that leave and exit your view. You see it being dragged away. Okay, and now think about that, right? And I feel like too often we have these moments where our goals or some of the things that we want fall through our hands like sand, right? And that may be because, you know what, circumstances, opportunities, stuff that's going on in our lives. But, you know, at the end of the day, we have a plan for the most part, right? And so with this plan helps us construct ourselves and move ourselves in such a manner that helps us obtain the goal of this plan. But sometimes I feel like I even catch myself doing this. I feel like I'm not following my plan. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my plan is it's not working. I'm not following my plan. Somehow, some way, I keep ending up in the same positions. And I say this to say this: follow your plan, not your mood, right? Follow your plan, not your mood, right? I also wanted to break this down too, right? So follow your plan and not follow your mood. Following your plan is following something with structure, right? A plan is something that, you know what, you can look back on and you can still be like, okay, this is the same. This has remained the same. Everything is uniform. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, your plan is only going to change when you add another step. You know what I'm saying? You add something else in there or you take away something else. That's the only thing your plan is going to change. So besides from your, I want to say adjustments, your calculations, and the way that you add things into your life, that's how your plan will change. But emotions, your mood, the other part of that aspect, one thing about that is it's always going to change. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions, how you feel, the things that you go through is a never-ending cycle. I mean, you know what, hey bro, even as men, we got it too, gang. And it's real stupid to think that like, oh, okay, just because I'm a man, I'm not as emotional. Nah, that's just a standard that the world has set around this shit. You're not supposed to be as emotional. You're not supposed to be as in touch with your emotions if you're a man. And that's just the standard the world sets because we're supposed to be stoic and nonchalant ass niggas. But no, you don't got to be like that. You're going to kill yourself if you just try to be nonchalant all the time and act like you don't care. It's going to build up inside of you. That's why most niggas crash. So don't crash. But I say this to say this, bro. Follow your plan, not your mood. Your mood, your emotions are fleeting feelings. If your emotions were permanent and like that all the time, yes. If your emotions were just like your plan, permanent, stay the same, then you would feel that way all the time. But you see how that's not the case. You don't feel the same way all the time. You may feel happy. You may feel sad. You may feel excited. You may feel scared. You may feel anxious, nervous, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to add on top of your cake, but still, it's still an emotion. And so, boom, when you feel these things, now let me ask you, do they stay? Are these emotions permanent? Are you constantly sad? Are you constantly happy? Are you constantly angry? And so, no, you're not. And so just because you're not, you see why you cannot place so much trust into something that is not the same. You cannot place so much energy into something that is, you know what I'm saying, always changing. Now, granted, as humans, you know what I'm saying, and as people, we gonna live life and things are gonna happen to us in this life. So there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and giving yourself grace and understanding, you know what I'm saying, and being like, okay, bet. Sometimes it's okay to follow my mood. And this isn't to say that like it's bad, but you got to keep in mind, what are you feeding? What are you allowing yourself? Where is your energy going? Is it going to how you feel most of the time, or to what you want for yourself, or what's your plan, or what your goals are, what you have set for yourself? Or is it going for things that, you know what, okay, bet, it could just end up in the air at any point in time. This isn't going to lead me anywhere, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just the luck of the draw. Because like I said it all the time, I mean, irregardless, it's taken away from something. Your time's going to keep going. So whatever decision you make for yourself, time will continue to keep going, and you cannot stop that. And I be hating that shit, though. I really be hating that shit, because it's really like, fuck you, time on my granny. Like, no. Though, anyway, but, so boom, let me paint it like this. Let me paint you a real Bob Ross-esque picture, right? When you follow your mood, think about you putting your house, right? So say you building a house, and you building the house on top of popsicle sticks. Now, granted, you gonna be like, Daily, Knights, Walkie, man, you shouldn't build your house on no popsicle sticks, man, because, your shit gonna fall. Now, granted, you see me build my house on popsicle sticks, you gonna be like, oh yeah, he tweaking. He fried. He out of there. But no, I'm thinking in my brain that me going with my emotions, me going with things that are only happening in the moment, me going off of things that aren't permanent, me going off of weak things. If I place my house on top of something that's weak, on a weak foundation, what's it gonna do, y'all? The house gonna fall through the foundation. And so you got to see it for what it is. What are you building on top of? What are you having underneath your crib? What is holding you up? What is holding up your foundation of your house, of your laboratory, of your whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever building that wants to hold significance important to you, right? So whatever you want to be placed on top of that foundation, you have to make sure that foundation is strong. You have to make sure that foundation has something to go off of. And so emotions, they don't have nothing to go off of, yo. They really don't. Just because, guess what? They're here 1 second and they're gone the next second, right? But when you follow your plan, you follow something that's more uniform, guess what? Like I was saying, it's not going to change and it's not going to falter unless you make it that way. Your plan will only change if you change it. Your plan will only change if you change it. Not if, you know what, if you got ice cream that day. Your plan won't change. Oh, Tally said I'm stupid. So your plan won't change if, you know what I'm saying, oh hell, you know what, my dog ate my homework. Irregardless of all that shit, your plan's not gonna change. But one thing will change, your mood will. How you feel. How you will continue to carry yourself throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? That will change. But your plan, your course of action with the goals you have set for yourself will never change. They will never fail you. Right? And so, I say this to say, bro, follow your plan, not your mood. Follow the goals that you have set for yourself. Follow the things that, you know what, that you have said that you are going to accomplish. Follow those things, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, yo, it's not bad to give into your emotions. It's not bad to give into, you know what I'm saying, what you're feeling in the moment of time, bro. Just because you have to experience that. You have to. And you know what I mean? You got to give yourself a break to grieve. You got to give yourself a break to understand, you know what I'm saying, whatever situation or whatever is going on around you. You have to give yourself an opportunity to understand that. And so that really is just a luck of the draw. I mean, not even a luck of a draw, but it's just like, what do you want to do for yourself? What step are you taking? What path are you taking? What energy are you giving to yourself? Because at the end of the day, you have to understand that you deserve kindness and you deserve understanding too, yo. So there's not too much that we can do in this life besides maintain a balance. You got to maintain a balance. You do. You do. Because at a certain point, you don't want to be neglecting yourself. But then to a certain point, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be constantly giving in to what happens in the moment, because you understand that there's a future that you need to maintain and uphold, and you cannot maintain and uphold that if you keep jumping at the first thing that pops in your face. You know? So you really just got to understand, okay, there's a right time and there's a wrong time. What am I giving my energy to, and what will I not give my energy to? What deserves it and what does not? You know what I mean? And that's what you really got to see, and you got to set for yourself. Your goals, your standards, and your course of action. Because, hey, gang, at the end of the day, we all want to get to a better spot. And I know you will. And I see, you know what I'm saying, you making strives to be better. And, hey, bro, proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Hit me with a motherfucking nugs, nigga. I bet. But, nah, yeah. You got it for shit show. And that's just one thing, like, I want to say. Just because, like, don't knock yourself for trying. Don't knock yourself for trying nothing new. Don't knock yourself for, you know what, being in a moment and being in a situation where you have to understand that you got to learn, because life's all about learning, yo. Life's all about learning. And once you stop learning, or you feel like you don't need to learn no more, bro, you just gonna falter. Our ancestors, we didn't get this far just because nobody wanted to learn no more. We didn't get this far because, oh, nah, I don't want to learn today. That's not what happened. You constantly got to keep learning, and you constantly got to keep adapting to what's going on. So, for real. And that even goes into the addition of learning about yourself, learning about you. You know what I'm saying? Learning what affects you emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Learning what you're more likely to jump onto, because, hey, bro, that can also help you change your environment as well, because your environment can really put you in a position to be, more volatile or not to be, genuinely. So take the time and take that energy to figure that out for yourself. Give yourself the same respect, you know what I'm saying, you would want everybody else to treat you with, because at the end of the day, you got to understand all you got is you. Broski. But nah, gang, say gang. Miss y'all. Gonna be uploading a lot more, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, no. Have a great rest of your day. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I think Mother's Day tomorrow. But shoot, yeah, bro. Stay up, tee up, and be yourself. Oh, well, no. Mother's Day is Sunday, not Saturday. I'm tripping. Boo! Also, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and stay up.